Peace and blessings in this corner boxing 24. Good afternoon, everyone. Hope all is well. Hope everybody's doing okay. I'm doing pretty good myself, and God is good all the time. We got some good fights coming on tonight. We got Erickson Lubin and Fundora in the main event on that card, and then you got Tony Harrison and Garcia as the co-main event, and then you also have the fight with Ryan Garcia. That fight is coming on tonight as well. But I'm definitely going to be tuned into that Erickson Lubin and Fundora fight. That's going to be an interesting fight with the size difference. And I think Fundora is really going to come. He's going to really bring the heat. So Lubin got to be ready. I'm going with Lubin, though. I think Lubin going to take him out. All right? So that's going to be a good fight for him, a good test, and I think he's going to overcome. But what I really want to talk about is the press conference with Tank Davis and Rolly Romero. There was some things that were said that happened that I didn't appreciate, that I didn't like. And, it shouldn't have happened, man. I don't know why Tank wasn't checked. But it seems to me, man, right, that maybe the reason that Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe kind of do all the talking and they don't let him say too much is maybe because of what happened at that press conference. Because he made a comment about Rolly Romero. He was asked a question by Brian Custer if the fight was personal for him. And instead of him just saying, yeah, it's personal because we got a little history, he said some things about me, I said some things about him, I really want to hurt him, I want to knock him out. Yeah, you could say that's personal, but when you start talking about coming to somebody's house and doing something to somebody or sending somebody to somebody's house, that's on another level. That's mad out of order and disrespect. And so that's what Tank said. He said if it was personal, his answer was that this fight was personal, I would have had people show up at his door. See, that shouldn't have happened. Then the LB should have checked him. His trainer, Calvin Ford, should have checked him. As soon as they see him going that way, if it was personal, they should have just checked him. No, we don't do that. We don't. See, but neither one of them did that. They just let him go with the flow. So maybe that's the reason that Floyd, I could be wrong, but maybe that's the reason that Floyd don't let him talk too much, because he don't know what to say and when to say it. Okay? That was out of order. That shouldn't have happened. So Brian Custer tried to bring it back. Let's get back to talking about the fight. And Rolly Romero's trainer said, man, cut it out, man. You ain't no gangster. And I say the same thing, man. You ain't no gangster. You boxing, man. You fighting. You know what I'm saying? You ain't fighting like Jack Johnson fought with no gloves, okay? Survival of the fittest. You fighting with gloves on, man. Cut it out, all right? You're not no gangster. I don't know your reputation in Baltimore, but I just know, man, that you're boxing, man. You got to learn to be professional, Tank. You don't do that. Now, if you see him outside the ring, you see him on another note, then yeah, y'all handle it as men, right? And at the end of the day, man, guess what? You can handle it without even that, man. It ain't got to be no threats. It ain't got to be no violence, man. It ain't got to be that. Just leave each other alone. That's really how you handle that, okay? You gotta get to another level. You're a professional boxer, man. Handle yourself that way. You got people watching you, children looking up to you and all of that. So that's what you really need to be thinking about, Tank. And you don't want to cause harm to somebody else anyway, even if it was about that. For what? Y'all getting ready to fight, man. It's part of fighting, okay? Sometimes there's a little disrespect that happens, but he didn't threaten you, so you don't need to threaten him. That's my point, all right? I don't think that should have happened, man, all right? That was out of order, and I didn't like it, and we shouldn't like that, okay? So, I'm looking forward to that fight on May 28th. I don't know what's going to happen, but I will say this. Rolly Romero looked a little intimidated, man. Tank was putting his hand in his face, all up in his face. For me, I would have said, listen, man, don't put your hand in my face. And then if he did it again, I would have smacked his hand down. I would have pushed him. I would have did something. You shouldn't have just allowed him to just do that, okay? So that's all I really got. That's all I really got on that. And I'll probably be back on here a little bit later. Talk about something else. Okay, peace and blessings in this corner box of 24. Peace.